Hello, it's Fast Charlie, and what I have here is Wacko 2.0. It was made by Dashi, and here's the key. It's a quick set type of keyway. And I did do one thing. I was checking the back because I've learned my lesson a few times. And that clip, I was trying to take it off, see how hard it is to take off, and it was very difficult for me to get off for some reason. And so I put a different one on because I bent the one that was on there. I received this lock from RDecline of the lockpicking subreddit, and I believe on YouTube he goes by Average Picker. And this is my first experience with the lock exchange, receiving the lock. I just sent a couple locks out to him, and it's very cool. Once you reach the 90-day mark, you, on the subreddit, lockpicking subreddit, you can participate in the lock exchange. And it seems very cool. Looks like there's a mixture of challenge locks and also stock locks. Some of them are actually higher security stock locks that you can ask to borrow and learn from. I mean, I think they would definitely want you to be requesting locks that you are at your skill level. And we're open. I'm actually gonna lock it back up and stick the key in there. I'm gonna try going the other way as well. It was humongous false sets. I mean, I mean, I'm sure you saw them. There's another one. Getting some counter rotation on 4. And 3. Still loose on 4 and 5. Getting some a little bit of counter rotation there. Oops. That was 2. Just absolutely amazing false sets. And we're open that way too. Awesome. That was fun. I really like playing with false sets and having to try to get out of them without dropping everything. I didn't feel, it felt like almost everything, unless maybe 2 was standard, but everything pretty much gave me a huge false set. Now, I hope I can get this off of here without too much trouble. There we go. Lots easier than the one that was on there originally, or at least, well, the way that I took it off, here it is. It was got all bent. Gonna put a shim in here, and here we go. Whoa! Forgot which way I had it. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this just a little bit. Check out the key. Okay, there we go. And everything needed to be picked. I don't see anything in there. as far as threading. But everything definitely needed to be picked. In 1, we have a very serrated. And 2, looks to be standard. 3, very nice spool. 4, whoa, we've got a very serrated, almost like a multi-spool, and it is almost all the way down to where the key meets. And then serrated in 5. In the core, we've got, I don't feel anything. Okay, no modifications there as far as I can tell. Okay, in 1, I'm expecting lots of spools. Number 1, we've got a spool, a very, very sharp spool. And looks like a copper spring, I'm not sure. And another spool in 2, another very, very sharp one. And that's a very dark spring. I can't really tell what that is. Three, we've got, looks like another spool. Very cool. That, oops, oh, I just dumped out. Okay, I don't see a wafer. Must have been just a T-pin here. Darn it. One of these dark springs again. And then number 5, we've got a jumper. Looks like a serrated, like a little spool. I'm sure he goes that way. And in the Bible, I do not see anything. Nah, I don't see any modifications to the Bible. And I'll go over these real quick. Number 1, we've got this serrated. And then this sharp, sharp spool. Very sharp. Then we have a standard in 2, standard key pin, and another one of these sharp spools. Almost like a mushroom, actually. Have a spool in 3, key pin, and another sharp spool. Very nice spool. And we've got this guy. That is like triple serrated, or almost like a multi-spool. Those are such big serrations. I assume that this one went this way. And I don't think that there was a wafer. I'll have to do some checking. Make sure I'm not missing any parts, but we've got this guy, looks like a T-pin. That would explain the huge, huge false set. Then number 5, key pin, we've got a serrated. And then 5 driver, this one flew out of there, but I'm guessing that it went this way, because it's kind of has a little serration here. I assume that would go toward the key pin, but I'm not sure. All right, well, thank you for sending this out to me. RDecline, or average picker, whichever you prefer. And thank you, Dashi, for making this lock and letting it go out to the community. It was fun, and I will be sure to share this very quickly with someone else. here we go. Here's how these sit in here. There's that T-pin. That would explain huge false sets going both ways. And as always, thank you, and be good and be well.